Okay, in this lesson we're going to be solving subtraction equations. This would be chapter 2, lesson 5 of your textbook. This will be a little bit shorter of a video. We're not going to go into as much detail about the concepts of balancing an equation. If you're still a little bit confused about how to balance an equation, you're going to need to go back and watch the solve addition equations video, or watch the video on balancing equations. So to get started, I'm going to give you a basic subtraction equation. S minus 3 equals 5. Well, just like what we did when we had the addition equations, we're going to do the inverse, or this addition property of equality, and we're just going to simply do the opposite of the operation on the side of the variable. That's the most important thing that we have to focus on, is that we're utilizing this side of the equation. Whatever we do to the left, we do to the right, and we get our answer of S equals 8. Now you can check this by plugging in the value that you got back into the original equation and say 8 minus 3 equals 5. Well, 8 minus 3 is 5. Let me fix that. So then we know that our answer was correct, because 5 equals 5. Now it's important to understand there's one difference when dealing with a subtraction equation, and it is this minus and negative concept. So let's say we have h minus negative 3 equals 5. When we were dealing with addition equations, we just looked immediately to the left of our sign, of our integer, which would mean that we have a negative 3. A little difference in the subtraction equations means that we have to look at both before we start solving the equation. So you have to remember that concept from chapter 1 that we learned: minus a negative is the same as plus a positive. So you're going to need to change your equation to make those symbols positive before you start solving the equation. So now we look to the left of that integer. We subtract 3 to get rid of, to isolate h. Whatever we do to the left, we do to the right. So we end up with our answer h equals 2. Again, if you're having trouble with the whole idea of why we're subtracting 3 and not subtracting 5, go back and watch either the solve addition equations video, or go back and watch the balancing equations video.